It is a standard tractor, right? And it is great, right, like many others, made of iron and steel, that too. Nevertheless, everything is different about this tractor. What is hiding here under the bonnet is a revolution. Now, from the inventor of the stepless Vario transmission comes the Fendt VarioDrive. What is so revolutionary about it? A variable four-wheel drive thanks to independently driven axles, and without any intervention by the operator whatsoever. How does it work? It's easy. The drive unit on the Fendt VarioDrive works according to the principle of hydrostatic mechanical power splitting. What does that mean exactly? The diesel engine drives the planetary set. The ring gear, shown here in blue, supplies the hydraulic pump with drive energy. This is already familiar from the Vario transmission. The hydraulic pump feeds two hydraulic motors. New is that the front axle has its own hydraulic motor and the rear axle also has its own. The rear axle is also supplied mechanically by the sun gear shown here in green. But variable four-wheel drive means much more than that here. The clever part is the interplay between the front and rear axles. An intelligently controlled four-wheel clutch shifts the torques between the axles according to need. Let's take a closer look and see what happens in the different driving situations. We accelerate from stationary. The hydraulic pump swings out. Now both hydraulic motors receive drive energy and drive the front and rear axles independently of each other. At the same time, the rear axle is supplied mechanically. At the headland, the first big difference of the Fendt VarioDrive becomes apparent. The front-wheel drive can pull the tractor into the curve while the tractor is cornering. A so-called pull-in turn effect. This effect alone reduces the turning circle in the field by 10%. Or in other words, it saves about 1.5 meters. When negotiating curves, the front wheels must drive a longer distance than the rear wheels. And because the oil from the hydraulic pump can be freely distributed to both hydraulic motors for the first time, the speed on the front wheels automatically increases. The higher speed on the front axle pulls the tractor actively through the curve. It's simple. It's the pull-in turn. Maneuverability is important. Traction is decisive. The power is always there where it is needed. That is only possible with intelligent torque distribution between the front and rear axles. That is what Fendt torque distribution stands for. Since torque distribution takes place in a split second, here it is in slow motion. For example, if the front wheels slip, the intelligently controlled four-wheel clutch automatically closes. Torque is then shifted to the rear axle. Or vice versa. If the rear wheels do not grip, the torque is shifted to the front axle. The operator does not notice a thing, except for the benefits of the intelligent torque distribution. Continuous traction. Fendt VarioDrive also takes its intelligence out on the road. The hydraulic motor for the front axle swings back when accelerating until it is in neutral position at approximately 25 km per hour. Since it no longer transfers torque, it is uncoupled. The usual drag losses no longer exist. The hydraulic motor for the rear axle also swings back to 0 degrees until the final speed has been reached. The entire drive force is now transmitted purely mechanically. The result? Power, efficiency, dynamics. 40 km per hour is already reached at 950 rotations per minute. That speaks for itself. All of that is Fendt VarioDrive. And the best, you won't notice a thing. Except for the tremendous maneuverability and the outstanding traction of the tractor. And especially low consumption. But other than that, it is just a standard tractor, in green and made of iron and steel. Fendt VarioDrive.